Hey man, Peter Obi don't speak or interview with Rufai for Rice TV on the state of Nigeria economy and the removal of fuel subsidy, how it was removed and how it was implemented, that was not implemented very well. Our main man, Peter Obi, whom we so much love, who Nigerians love, don't speak. Just hear this interview, hear am.
I was surprised when you said this is about Christians. They should have even said some things that I did that was positive, or I said I was positive. But let me tell you, I've consistently maintained that I would have removed the fuel subsidy. If you go to my manifesto, it's there. Steps I would have taken to do it in an organized manner. There was nothing wrong in removal of subsidy. What is wrong is the haphazard way in which it was announced and implemented. Everybody knows that the subsidy regime was a solution of criminality, that there was a lot of corruption around everybody, which needed to bundle that aspect out of it, do it in an organized manner. And since you're doing it for savings, we're told we're doing it because we don't want to continue to borrow to continue the subsidy. And the removal of it will be able to have available funds to be invested in critical area of development. With honest things, billions saved. Where is it? Where is it invested in those critical areas of development?
They said they've given the money to the governors. That's what.
No.
They said they've increased their FAC allocation.
Fine.
They said most of the states have been able to pay their.
Everybody knows what critical areas of development is. And I say it morning, afternoon, night. It is education, health, and pulling people out of poverty. Rufai, is any of these three, has it improved? No.
The Minister of Health said they're getting new primary health care centers. As regards education, they said they have done NEL Fund, where they give student loan to people. As regards infrastructure, they talk about Postal Road and all that.
Let me just finish, Rufai. What I'm saying is, if you look at this, so you have removed this. People are paying more for fuel. It has escalated cost of everything, and we are not seeing where. The same thing with what you're talking about, issue of Naira. There's nothing wrong with floating your currency. There's nothing wrong in even devaluing your currency. But you do this when you have productivity. What devaluation or floating does is that your currency becomes, in terms of value, low. You attract investment. Your products becomes unmarketable. But where we are unproductive, you have nothing to sell. So it's a double whammy. So in all this, I would have done the same thing in an organized manner. And when people say alternative economic policies, they're there.
Our Peter Obi don finally speak about the state of the nation. You hear am now, he explain everything about the state of the nation. That he himself suppose remove subsidy, I wish the declare winner is the president of Nigeria. But he's not going to remove it the way this our president remove am. He remove am hastily without backing up with some policies. Now they have removed the subsidy. Where is the money that they were paying for subsidy every month? Where is that money now? That is what it was saying. Rufai dey answer question say, okay, they say the money, they don't get the give state more money. Now, the money wey dem remove for subsidy, dem no fit come dey put am where dem dey channel the money put. Okay, you say they increase the state allocation budget for every month. Now, where the one make dey reach federal government hand? Wetin dem dey use am do? Wetin dem dey use am do? Dem say dem do tit fund, dem dey give student loan, dem come dey do coastal road. Okay, the money wey dem remove for subsidy, na dem take dey do that three thing. Maybe say now our health sector zero, education zero. Peter Obi say, I wish if it were the president, if I remove the subsidy, you understand? Say, but there is nothing bad in floating your currency. But before you go float the currency, you go make sure say Nigeria dey produce very, very well, that will assist the currency for international market. Because when you dey produce and dey export your commodities, dey export products, your currency go dey strong for international market. But when you dey import 80% of everything we dey for country, dey import, e go kill your currency. Now maybe say now they float Nigeria currency without we no dey produce. The benchmark wey dem even put our crude oil $70 per barrel. Now crude oil is about $60-something per barrel. Dem no fit meet up again. Now we get budget deficit because 80% of Nigeria revenue na crude oil. Crude oil. Now the oil now, their benchmark wey dem put is $70. Now is below $70. They get budget deficit. That is why they dey run, they go dey borrow money. Make I explain that budget deficit for now very well. You understand? They put the benchmark for $70 per barrel. Now they go dey sell their crude oil. Now, the crude oil now come dey sell for almost $60 per barrel. So automatically, $10 don dey comot for every barrel. So to that budget, make dem budget to meet for this 2025 budget now. If e continue, the crude oil continue like that, e no go reach that money, that 40-something trillion wey dem go put say dem go reach. E no go reach. So dem go be short for the budget. I don break am down for you now. You understand? So that is it. So according to wetin our honourable Peter Obi talk, say im for doing im own differently, putting better policies in place. Im go remove the subsidy, but im go put in better policy in place. Because now, all those money may come out if for structure and go education and health and agriculture, then e go come the channel and dey go small small for others. Technology, science, technology and others, power, everything. But now, this our own now, nothing. The suffering, float currency, inflation is high. Price of commodities are high. People are suffering. Let us get it right in 2027. We need fresh ideas. We don't need analog ideas. We need fresh ideas. Please, Nigeria, we can do it. God bless everyone for watching this video. Please, if you watch this video, just comment on the comment section. What do you think about the interview of Peter Obi? I will drop another interview again when he do. This one is one of the interview again, but I cut am. So I will drop another one after this video so you go know, hear more of what he talk. One love everybody. Have a blessed day.